So today, now, we're going to focus on the second lesson when it comes to the listening component, right? So as I told you, listening is common. Even if you do general or academic, the listening component is common for both candidates, right? So in this lesson, we are going to practice the alphabet. Now, some of you might be wondering why we're practicing it. Because it's important, okay? Sometimes you might have not got the alphabet properly, right? So I thought, let's just quickly do a recap of the alphabet practice. Spelling for names. Now, I haven't done this before. These are different activities. Why is this important? Because mostly when it comes to section 1 in your listening paper or elsewhere even, you could come up with names. They would ask you to write names. If that is the case, you need to be able to listen carefully and jot down names. So we'll see if you're going to do it well, okay? Just not for people, just not for names of people, but also names of countries and names of cities. Then we're also going to do some number practice. Okay, so listening to numbers. Alright, so let me tell you, these extracts are being taken from different websites, and I will be telling you at the end. I will be giving all due respect to those websites, okay, and accreditation for those websites. Okay, so let me tell you at the start before I begin. Okay, right, now the first activity is the alphabet practice. Okay, now I hear a lot of people coming up with different pronunciation for the alphabet. Okay, please do not get used to listening to the wrong pronunciation. Okay, I've taken it originally from a native English speaker so that you get used to the proper one. Okay, it's important because if not, you'll not be able to write postcodes or you'll not be able to write a name. So it's important. So let's listen carefully to the alphabet, and I will play the audio twice so you can listen carefully.
The alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Right. So now we're going to listen to it one more time just to make sure that you are comfortable with all the sounds.
The alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Right, so Z. So very clear, right? And you would have seen it's not O, it's O. Okay, O. Right. Moving on into the next one, similar letter practice. So you're going to listen to the pronunciation of the following similar letters, okay? How the UK pronunciation is and how the US pronunciation is for this specific letter, okay? These are common sounds which students get confused with. Oh, was it B? Was it P? Which one was it? Okay, so a lot of students get confused and then they go, oh, miss, in vain, okay, because they don't have the practice. I mean, initially, I didn't think it was a big issue when I really started teaching IELTS, okay? I thought, oh, everyone was getting the P and the B correct. But as we teach, right, when I did about, first 2 lessons, I realized it wasn't so easy for the students to understand these sounds. So I thought it would be nice for you to practice it as well with the actual native speaker touch. Now, I can say the B and the P, but it would not be close to the native speakers, right? So I'm Sri Lankan, obviously, okay? But I want you to hear it with that accent so that you get yourself used to it. So let's start and let's listen to the pronunciation of the following similar letters.
Similar letters practice. Number 1, B, P. Number 2, D, T. Number 3, S, X. Number 4, J, G. Number 5, M, N. Number 6, K, Q. Number 7, U, Y. Number 8, V, W. Number 9, Z, Z.
Okay, so you can see some people call it Z, some people call it Z. So that's the UK prawn and the US prawn. Okay, so you have B and P, D, T, S, X, S, X. So you can hear a little bit of a difference, but when they actually speak, it would be difficult for you to identify it. Okay, J, G, M, N. Look at the mouth. M, N. Different. Okay, sound is different, but they're quite similar. Okay, and when we are at the exam, the tendency is we get confused because we are under stress. Okay, and if we don't get used to it from day one, listening carefully and differentiating the sounds, it becomes difficult. Okay, K, Q, U, Y, V. Okay, V, V, W. Right, so let's listen to it one more time.
Similar letters practice. Number 1, B, P. Number 2, D, T. Number 3, S, X. Number 4, J, G. Number 5, M, N. Number 6, K, Q. Number 7, U, Y. Number 8, V, W. Number 9, Z, Z.
Right, okay. So let us have a look at the next activity. Practice question 1. You're going to listen for letters. Write down the letter you hear. You will only hear it once. Alright, okay, so listen carefully. I'm not going to play it twice or thrice because why? At the IELTS exam, you hear it once only. So if it's difficult, sometimes I play it. But I want you to, you're going to listen to the letters. You're going to hear it once only. While listening, please make sure to write the answers. Okay? Right, let's listen carefully.
Practice listening for letters. Number 1, S. Number 2, T. Number 3, P. Number 4, R. Number 5, U. Number 6, G. Number 7, I. Number 8, A. Number 9, Q. Number 10, X. Number 11, J. Number 12, B. Number 13, C. Number 14, F. Number 15, N.
Right. Okay. Now, hopefully, you have finished writing your answers. Let's see how many you have got correct. So, here are the answers. S, T, P, R, U, G, I, A, Q, X, J, B, C, F, N. Okay. Listen and circle the letter you hear, right? So you will hear out of these three letters, you will hear one. So say for an example, they say E and they will repeat it again. E. It's not that there are two letters E. So say E, E. So what was the letter? E. So you circle E. Okay. Let me just select a color. So E. So you have to listen carefully. They will tell the letter twice. Listen carefully and circle the letter you hear. Now, if you can't circle it, just jot down at least in your notebook what the letter was. Alright? So remember, you will hear the recording once only. And in that recording, they will repeat the letter twice. Ready? Right, off you go.
1.38 1.
E. E.
2.
J. J.
3.
Q. Q.
4.
C. C.
5.
B. B.
6.
M. M.
7.
V. V.
8.
Y. Y.
Alright? Okay. Now, hopefully, you have finished marking the answers. Let us have a look at the answers. So, the first one is E. Second one is J. Third one is Q. Fourth one is C. Fifth one B. Sixth one M. Seventh one B. 8 Y. Okay? Spelling for names. Now you're going to hear some names. But don't forget, when you listen to these, you will hear some titles also. Titles means Mr., Mrs., Miss. Okay? Some will have titles and the others won't. Not every name will have a title, some will. If there is a title, you have to write the title. Write down the complete name that you hear, right? And some names will be spelled, the others will not be spelled. Right, okay. So now, write down the names you hear. Remember, you will hear the recording once only, right? So there will be 10 names in the audio. Listen carefully and jot down the names. If there is a title, then put the title. Sometimes you might hear it, you might not hear it, depending on it. Actually, at the exam, if you hear it, then put it down, same as what you're practicing here. Are you ready? Right, so let's listen to this carefully. Remember, you will hear this once only.
You will now hear a list of 10 names. Listen and write down the names that you hear. Not all names will be spelled. Number 1. David Darwin. Number 2. Mrs. Alice Smith. Number 3. Balthazar Jones. The first name is spelled Balthazar. Number 4. Sarah Bartholomew. Sarah is spelled without an H. The last name is spelled Bartholomeu. Number 5. Sean Bean. The first name is spelled Sean. Number 6. Mr. Frank Allenson. The last name is spelled Alllenson. Number 7. A.R. Beavers. The last name is Beevers. Number 8. James Chichester. The last name is spelled Chichester. Number 9. Mary Schooling. And finally, number 10. Sir Paul McKellen. The last name is spelled Mckellen.
Right. Okay, so hopefully you finished writing the answers. Let's check now. Make sure you're checking carefully, right? The spellings should be correct. Check letter by letter. And then put down your score. Out of 10, how much do you have? Right. So moving on into the next questions, right? Now, you will hear some names again. Make sure you write down those names. Cut. So in this task, write down the names you hear. Again, you will hear it once only. So remember, here as well, you're going to listen to 10 names, right? Carefully listen and try to get everything correct. Off you go.
You will now hear 10 more names. Listen and write down what you hear. Number 1. Dr. Davis. Number 2. Richard Chamberlain. The family name is spelled Chamberlain. Number 3. Miss Victoria Haley. The family name is spelled Halley. Number 4. Mr. C.J. Billings. Billings is spelled Billings. Number 5. Robert Powers. Number 6. Emily Jackson. Number 7. Nora Ingalls. Nora is spelled Nora. And the last name is spelled Ingalls. Number 8. Mrs. Caroline Castle. Number 9. Charles Pringle. The family name is spelled Pringle. And finally, number 10, Emma Ford.
Right, okay. So I hope you would have written the answers by now, the 10 names. Let's check your answers. Right, okay. So now you can see how important it is by listening to the names, right? So this practice is really important. That's why at the start, I introduced you to the alphabet, the sounds and how they pronounce it, and then got into names, right? Okay, so we're going to have a look at country and city names, listening to those, right? Match the following continents with the suitable nationality adjectives, right? Then we can listen and check the answers. So, here we've got the continent. Africa, Asia, Australia, Europe, North America, South America. African, Asian, Australian, European, North American, South American. Okay. I'm not very good with geography, but hopefully you are. Okay, so how do you match? You have to do it on your own. We'll listen and check the answers. Okay, so here are the continents and the adjectives. So have a look at it and match. So listen carefully and mark the answer. So they will tell you example 4. What is it? Then write it down. Ready? Remember that you will hear the audio once only. Right.
1.15. 4.
Africa, African.
5.
Asia, Asian.
6.
Australia, Australian.
3.
Europe, European.
1.
North America, North American.
2.
South America, South American.
So hopefully you've jotted down the answers. Let's have a look at the answers now. So pause means there was a slight pause in between, right? Then only you heard the adjective, right? So I hear a lot of people saying Australia, Australia. We went to Australia. It's not Australia, it's Australia. Short. Australia. We went to Australia. Australia වේ රටට ගියාම හොඳයි. එහෙම එකක් නැහැ. Australia. Australia, right? Europe, European. North America, North American. South America, South American. Right, so the fourth one was the first one that they said. That's why I have put number 4, 5, 6, 3, 1, 2 because that was the order in which they were telling you the answers. Okay? Match the following countries with the suitable nationality and adjectives. Right, so here you've got some countries. You're supposed to match them. Alright? So I'll just show you so that you can just get it into your head and then you'll have to move back and forth to have a look at the numbers, right? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and then we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 over there. Let's see. We've got 19 and 20 right here. Okay? So if you had a look at it, it's quite similar to the one that you saw here in the same color. Right? It's the same picture, but enlarged a bit. Right. So can you match them against the country and the nationality adjective? England, English, Ireland, Irish, Poland, Polish, Scotland, Scottish, Spain, Spanish, Turkey, Turkish. Germany, German, Mexico, Mexican, United States or the USA, American. Argentina, Argentinian, Brazil, Brazilian, Egypt, Egyptian. It's shun, Egyptian. Hungary, Hungarian, Italy, Italian, Russia, Russian, Russian. China, Chinese, not Chinese, Chinese, Chinese. Now this is Japan, not Japan, not Japan. It's Japan. In Sinhalese, it's Japanaya, right? So Japan, okay, Japanese, Z sound. The Czech Republic, Czech. France, that is S, France, French. Switzerland, Swiss. Right, so you have 20 countries, remember. You have to write the country and the nationality in terms of the adjective, okay? Right, so let's start listening and jot down the answers while listening.
1.16. 7.
England, English.
6.
Ireland, Irish.
14.
Poland, Polish.
5.
Scotland, Scottish.
8.
Spain, Spanish.
17.
Turkey, Turkish.
11.
Germany, German.
2.
Mexico, Mexican.
1.
The United States, the USA, American.
4.
Argentina, Argentinian.
3.
Brazil, Brazilian.
16.
Egypt, Egyptian.
15.
Hungary, Hungarian.
12.
Italy, Italian.
18.
Russia, Russian.
19.
China, Chinese.
20.
Japan, Japanese.
13.
The Czech Republic, Czech.
9.
France, French.
10.
Switzerland, Swiss.
Okay, so I hope you would have completed it by now. Let's have a look at the answers to see if you have got them all correct. Okay, so this was the order in which they told us the answers. Pause means there was a slight pause in between. Listening to pausing is very important because then you can understand, is it one word or two words? Are they moving to a different idea? So it's important, right? Can you tick the answers? Right. So hopefully you have finished marking your answers. Let's have a look at the next question. write down the town and city names you hear. Remember, you will hear each name once only, okay? So they'll spell it out and you will hear it once only, right? So not all names will be spelled also. Please remember that, okay? When you hear it, write it as you hear, and that's why when they spell it out, the alphabet pronunciation now becomes, or it now comes in handy for you, right? Okay, so let's listen to it carefully. Remember, you'll hear it once only, and there are 15 names. Right, so remember, once only.
Number 1, Birmingham. B-I-R-M-I-N-G-H-A-M. Number 2, Carlisle. C-A-R-L-I-S-L-E. Number 3, Chichester. C-H-I-C-H-E-S-T-E-R. Number 4, Leicester. L-E-I-C-E-S-T-E-R. Number 5, Peterborough. P-E-T-E-R-B-O-R-O-U-G-H. Number 6, Truro. T-R-U-R-O. Number 7, Wolverhampton. W-O-L-V-E-R-H-A-M-P-T-O-N. Number 8, Amersham. A-M-E-R-S-H-A-M. Number 9, Framlingham. F-R-A-M-L-I-N-G-H-A-M. Number 10, Gillingham. G-I-L-L-I-N-G-H-A-M. Number 11, Goole. G-O-O-L-E. Number 12, Ormskirk. O-R-M-S-K-I-R-K. Number 13, Painswick. P-A-I-N-S-W-I-C-K. Number 14, Rochdale. R-O-C-H-D-A-L-E. Number 15, Sawbridgeworth. S-A-W-B-R-I-D-G-E-W-O-R-T-H.
Right, okay. So let's see if you have got those names correct. Can you take the answers, please? Make sure you're checking the spellings carefully, right? All right, so moving on to the next one, numbers practice. So we need to practice numbers, right? Match the words with the given numbers from 0 to 20. Listen and check your answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, we have to match it. So here we are, 5, 6, 'You can do the rest, okay? 11, 12, 15, so 11, 12, 15, 18, 20. Alright, so let's listen and see if our answers are correct. Remember, the audio is played once only.
1.11.
0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20.
Right, okay, so here you can see that we have got all the answers correct. Okay? Right, so remember now we're going to move into a different part where it's still numbers, but we're going to listen to phone numbers. Again, very important for you when you're doing your IELTS test. Mostly comes up in part 1 or rather section 1, but it could come elsewhere as well. Okay? So we say digits separately. So we would say 794. Now the comma here shows that there is a slight pause, right? Slight pause. 1938. For this number, you could say 44 or you could say 44. For this number, bindua in Sinhalese, you can say 0 or O. You say, oh dear me, O. Okay, so 0 or O. They're both the same. Right, so we're going to listen and repeat the similar numbers. What's the difference? Right, so let's listen carefully to these numbers and see what the differences are, or what the difference is rather, okay?
13, 30,
Right, 13, 30. Okay, can you see the sound? Can you hear the sound difference? Right? Now, if we have a look at it, right? 13, 30, 14, 40, right? They're quite similar in terms of sound, but the stress is different, okay? 13, in sound. 30, that's where you have it. 13, 30, 13, 30. So, in is towards the end, but 30 is towards the front. 14, 40. Okay. So, in is a longer sound. I, shorter sound. Okay. So, in is the longer sound and I is the shorter sound. So, these are called phonic letters, right? I. So, E is the longer sound. 13, 14, 15, 16, longer sound. 40, 30, 20, shorter. Okay, so that's actually the difference. So, let us listen to the numbers at a stretch now, right? You know what the difference is, so just listen carefully.
13, 30,
14, 40,
15, 50,
16, 60,
17, 70,
18, 80,
19, 90.
Right? Okay. So, you have understood that there is a longer sound and shorter sound, right? And they sound quite similar. Right, all right. So let's have a look at the next activity. Write the numbers from 21 to 100 and read them, okay? So we are going to actually listen and write it, and then you can read it later when you finish. Remember, you're going to hear the audio once.
1.26.
21 30 35 40 43 50 59 60 67 70 72 80 88 90 94 100.
All right. So, you would have heard these numbers. 21, 35, 43, 59, 67, 72, 88, 94, right? So you've kind of heard it here and there. Okay, so I'm just putting it up for you. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, or they would say a 100 or 100. So those are the ones that you have here. And the others were the ones which were here. Right? And those are the answers that I have put. This one is on top. This one is bottom. Okay? Right. So let's have a look at the next one. Write down the numbers you hear from 1 to 100. Remember, you're going to hear the audio once only. So you will hear any number between 1 to 100. You will actually hear 10 numbers. So listen carefully and write the numbers that you hear. Right? Alright, remember, audio will be played once only.
Number 1, 8. Number 2, 13. Number 3, 50. Number 4, 24. Number 5, 47. Number 6, 86. Number 7, 19. Number 8, 97. Number 9, 17. Number 10, 29.
Right, okay, so let's have a look if you've got these answers. Number 1, 8. Number 2, 13. Number 3, 50. Number 4, 24. Number 5, 47. Number 6, 86. Number 7, 19. Number 8, 97. Number 9, 17. Number 10, 29. Right, okay. Let's have a look at the next activity. Write the missing words, or you should write the missing numbers, right, of the following high numbers. High numbers means they are not just 1, 2, 3. They're more than that. Okay, we say big numbers. So can you write it on your own, please? After that, I will play the audio and then you can tick the answers. Alright, so make sure that you jot down either the number or the missing words. Remember, the audio will be played once only.
4.43.
105. 200. 350. 875. 1,000. 1,500. 2,012. 5,420. 25,000. 100,000. 1,000,000. 2,300,000.
All right, so let's have a look at the answers. Have you got these? Okay. Just for me to put it down for you, we have 200. Okay, in case you want a bit of support, 350, 875, 1,000, okay, 1,500. It's nice to separate it 3 by 3 so it's easy for you, right? 2,012, 5,400, 20, 25,000, 100,000, 2,300,000. So it's the same thing that I've put up here just for you to have a look at it, right? All right, so now you're going to write down the numbers. Now first we were listening to numbers between 1 to 100. Now you're going to listen to numbers between 100 to 1,000. So randomly there would be some numbers. You need to listen and jot down the numbers that they're telling you. Right, so remember, you're going to hear the audio once only. Let's listen to it.
Number 1, 116. Number 2, 196. Number 3, 332. Number 4, 480. Number 5, 390. Number 6, 830. Number 7, 901. Number 8, 642. Number 9, 589. Number 10, 772.
Right, okay, so let's check the answers, and these are your answers. Okay, is it 16 or 60? Remember, E, longer sound, shorter sound. Right, coming to the last activity in this lesson, we're going to write down numbers that you hear from 1,000 to 1,000,000. Remember, you will hear 10 numbers the same way. Jot down whatever number you hear. So, listen to it carefully and write the answers.
Number 1, 2,350. Number 2, 6,719. Number 3, 10,300. Number 5, 80,500. Number 6, 65,000. Number 7, 12,450. Number 8, 15,000. Number 9, 28,560. Number 10, 990,999.
All right, so let's have a look at the answers, and these are the answers. Right, so I think we have come to the end of the lesson, right, where we did a lot. We had a look at numbers, right? We had a look at how people would tell phone numbers, And then we were having a look at names of places, towns and cities. We were having a look at countries and nationalities in terms of adjectives, right? We were looking at people's names, right? Spelling for names. And we also had a look at letters and we practiced the alphabet and some letters. So with that, I think we have come to the end of this lesson where we practiced the alphabet, we practiced the letters, we practiced the spelling for names, countries and names of cities, and also numbers.